I trust you're having yourself a wonderful afternoon this second Monday of the month of February, the 10th of this month. Thank you so much for staying with TV47. My name is George Maringa, ready to bring you news now, right here on TV47, the home of untold stories. Here are the highlights. Among the top stories making headlines at this hour, President William Ruto is calling for international support for efforts to stabilize the Democratic Republic of Congo. A new sport is sweeping across Kenya's field. It is the sport of ho-ho. We tell you more about it. And the National Assembly's Departmental Committee on Health is meeting with representatives from the Social Health Authority to assess growth amid massive challenges. Let's get you informed, where Embu Governor Cecily Mbarire has issued a stern warning to healthcare workers, vowing to take disciplinary action against those failing to deliver quality medical services in public hospitals. Her remarks come in the wake of the recent dismissal of a doctor at Kiritiri Level 4 Hospital after reports emerged that an expectant mother delivered outside the facility with minimal medical assistance. Speaking during a church service at SIGNET Church, Kavangwa in Embu, Mbarire expressed disappointment over cases of negligence among medical personnel, emphasizing that such laxity was undermining efforts to improve the county's healthcare system.
Doctors, clinic officers, nurses, lab technicians, all the health workers of Embu County. If you are on duty, kama wewe ndio uko on duty in a hospital, tutaanza kutuma timu ya kuzunguka hospitali bila kuwaelezea, kuangalia kama uko kazi ama uko kazi. Shida ambayo tuko nayo ni madaktari wengi, clinic officers wengi. Utakuta yeye anafanya kazi hapo Kiritiri, ukicross barabara hata na kliniki yake. Na ndio maana unaona hii aibu inaletwa kwa kaunti yangu, na mimi ni mama, ati mama anazalia hivi. Shetani ashinde. Hata nimesikiza vile seneta ameniambia, lakini seneta daktari akishindwa na kazi. Na mama azalie nje kwa sababu huko sijui kwa klabu kikunywa. Wewe utaenda tulete daktari wa kufanya kazi. Sasa nipeleke kotini, itaenda kutenda huko kwa koti. Lakini kazi hiyo inaendelea.
Hospitali Kiritiri, unakuta clinical officers, mama anapatia mtoto hapo nje, hakuna kazi wanafanya, na kuomba kutoka sasa. Uso na Mungu ule, wote within few days waondoa wote, wapeleke transfer, wapate district, alafu leto wengine.
Away from that, a section of political and religious leaders from the Rift Valley region have hit out at the opposition for opposing government projects. The leaders have said that the government, led by President William Ruto, has been making efforts to ensure the projects benefit all Kenyans without discrimination. They also agreed with the formation of a broad-based government. The projects will spread all over the country, especially the areas that were perceived to have been neglected.
Ipe nafasi kidogo, isiwe kila mara asubuhi jioni, mkesho kutwa, mkesho mwezi huu, mwezi unaokuja ni siasa. Kuna nafasi ya kila kitu, tufanye kazi.
Vile president wetu kila wakati anazungumzia maneno ya unity, broad based government, kuleta kila mtu pamoja na hana ubaguzi yale yote ile. President anabagui yule mtu yeyote yule, analeta all communities Kenya mzima ili tutembee pamoja, ili tujenge Kenya yetu mpya.
Na tunataka kuwaambia hao kwamba Kenya sasa we are one. Kwamba hii Kenya ni yetu wote, na rais tunashukuru kwa kuleta usawa katika nchi hili letu, taifa hili letu. So that Kenya hii yetu tupaki kuwa kitu kimoja na kila mtu apate usawa wa huduma wa serikali.
Kuna hatua nyingi tu ambazo zimepigwa kwa serikali hii ya Kenya Kwanza tukiongozwa na Daktari William Ruto, na tunajua kwamba miradi mingi ambayo umetupangia kama Wakenya.
Watu wetu wa area hii wana haki ya kupata maendeleo. Sisi tunalipa ushuru na tunajua vizuri vile tutaendelea kuengage na national government, na zile barabara, zile miradi zote zile tumeahidiwa ama zimetangazwa katika area hii, sisi kama viongozi tutahakikisha zinafanyika.
Na tujue kwamba Wakenya wote wanalipa ushuru na tuko katika nchi ya demokrasia. Huyu akibishana na huyu, yule ambaye atapata nyingi ashinde, anafaa ahudumie Wakenya wote kwa usawa. Si kusema sasa mimi hawa walinipa kura nyingi ndawapatia vitu mingi, hawa walinipa kidogo ndawapatia kidogo. Na huo ndio mjadala ambao sisi tumekataa na rais amekataa. Na kwa sababu anaona kwamba rais anapeleka maendeleo sehemu zingine labda ambao hawakumpa kura nyingi, ndio inamkera na kuunda vuguvugu la kugawanyisha Wakenya kwa misingi ya kikabila ama kiregion.
To Nairobi, where President William Ruto has urged international support for efforts to stabilize the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC. Speaking during the diplomatic corps to heads of missions and international organizations at State House in Nairobi, Ruto emphasized that peace initiatives such as the DRC process require sustained funding. He noted that many efforts fail due to inconsistent financing, leading to delays that create vacuums and increase the risk of further violence, stating that peace and security remains central to Kenya's vision and prosperous region.
In its commitment, we need to merge the Nairobi and Luanda processes, because having two concurrent processes running parallel creates unnecessary competition, creates avenues for forum shopping, and many other things that undermine the ultimate goal of these processes. So we agreed that these processes should be merged into one. Number two, we also agreed that we should expand the space for facilitators, so that instead of having one facilitator, we will have 3 facilitators. And we are in consultation between me and my co-chair on identifying the additional facilitators so that we can provide a more robust mechanism and energize the whole process of mediation in the DRC. And number 3 is to focus on both intra-Congolese dialogue amongst the parties in the DRC, and also in the dialogue between DRC and its neighbors, more particularly with Rwanda. That will be the focus of the mediation process and the facilitation process, and the merger of these two processes. We will be proposing for an endorsement from the Summit of the African Heads of State.
To Parliament, where the National Assembly's Departmental Committee on Health is meeting with representatives from the Social Health Authority, discussing on the delays and gaps in implementing the Social Health Insurance Fund. Let's listen in to the proceedings.
And it's just the co-payment will be the difference between the share tariff and the invoice amounts billed by each facility. So here we have not given the rate. This has not been gazetted. Optical services, the description is there. The tariff rate is provider payments mechanism, fixed rate of Kenya shillings 1,000. And then the difference is between the share tariff and the invoice amounts billed by each facility. If you go, for example, to the optician, the amount that you are entitled is 1,000. And if it is over 1,000, then you will pay the difference. That's the meaning. Social health insurance
this
fund.
1,000 is for the whole family or for individual?
the director, benefit packages, Tracy Jones, to give us more details.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. For the optical package, the fixed rate of the 1,000 is per household per year.
A household per year?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, continue.
And so,
Chair, it is 1,000 per household per year.
And then what it is doing, it's doing eye test, treatment for refractive errors through eyeglasses. Which glasses you're going to get for 1,000? Even for children, glasses. And you have examined them.
It is both the eligible parent plus the children under 18.
Eligible beneficiaries are okay.
Eligible beneficiaries, children.
Yes. If you have
a sports news.
Let's get sporty. KCB RFC secured a place in the Enterprise Cup semi-finals after a dominant 86-07 victory over Catholic Monks at the KCB Sports Club, setting up a date with Cabras RFC in an enticing semi-final tie. KCB went into halftime with a 34-7 win before extending the lead in the second half with tries from Felix Ojo and Tyson Minor, who completed his hat-trick, while Oje added 2 more tries to seal his poker of the game. Meanwhile, in the other quarter-final tie, Cabras RFC saw out the Kenya Harlequins 43-20 to cut their tickets into the semis. The winner of the clash between KCB and Cabras will take on the winner of the Nondis versus Menengai Oilers semi-final tie. The semi-finals are scheduled to take place on March 8th.
Today, and from what we've been working on, the players were able to execute approximately 70% of what we expect them to do. But going forward now, March is going to be a tough month for the club because we have all the playoffs, we have all the top 3 meeting each other in that month, and we have to get back and prepare well for the next month.
9-time NBA All-Star Damian Lillard dropped 43 points to lead the Milwaukee Bucks to a 135-127 win over the Philadelphia 76ers in the absence of star man Giannis Antetokounmpo. This is despite Therese Maxey dropping 39 points. It is exactly 4:15 East African time. We thank you for staying with TV47. My name is George Maringa. We'll see you at 9 p.m. just about in 5 hours or so for the Daily Report. And tonight we have matters to discuss touching on diplomacy. Our guest tonight is none other than the Principal Secretary for Foreign Affairs, Dr. Korir Sing'oei. Please go ahead and chime into the conversation. Send your questions, your comments or feedback regarding the questions you'd like him to answer, and we'll be sure to front him those specific questions. You'll be live here in studio, so please do stand by for that and much more, and enjoy the rest of your viewing. I'll see you at 9 p.m.